Good day everyone, standing before you it's Football News with Raru. As you all know, I told you from previous videos that I'm going to come with a guest, and today I managed to go out there and get a guest. This is our guest today.
Greetings ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and my name is Wiketo, and many of you may know me from my YouTube channel at Wiketo, I the creator. And on today's video, I'm your guest and will be giving you the latest updates and predictions on the upcoming games. Starting off with the Champions League, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you agree with the new format of the Champions League?
Yeah, I do agree with the new format because I feel like it's not really different from the other, but then I feel like it's the same because even from the other table, they used to eliminate other teams from the tables. So 2 teams were supposed to qualify, and the 2 teams relegated. So I feel like there's no different. It's just different format. So as for me personally, I'll say that I agree with the format.
For myself, I don't agree because I think most teams, they are under pressure, as we all know that they also have to play on weekends. As we all know that during weekends we have many games. Every team must play a game during from Friday until Monday. So with that being said, now since Manchester City was playing yesterday, that means they also have to play another game on Saturday, and Arsenal is playing another game today. So that means they also have to play another game on Saturday, which is also between Manchester City versus Arsenal. So that means Arsenal players will only have to rest 1 or 2 days, and that is not enough, as we all know that they must get a good night's sleep. With that being said, they must rest a full day and also go back to training. So that means they only have 1 day to practice, and that will also then kill the team as well as the formations that they must use in that game. So for myself, I don't agree with that.
I don't think so. I don't think we're killing players or a team, because I feel like players, they have to play, they have to practice, they have to get used of playing soccer. As we all know, players, they train almost every day. I feel like it's the way. If they keep playing each and every, like maybe twice or 3 times in a week, I feel like they will get used of playing and they will be tight as they
I also agree with that, of like them constantly playing, but then we also know that players are also humans. So with that being said, they must also be taken good care of. As we all know that if they play like every 2-3 days, they are mostly exposed to getting injuries. So teams like Manchester City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, which are playing in the Champions League, their players are mostly exposed to injuries. So with that being said, as you all know that Barcelona is facing many injuries. So even today, on today's game, they might experience another injury. So with that being said, for myself, I don't like the new format at all, I have to say.
Okay, Vele, we have different perceptions. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the match. Yesterday's match against Manchester City.
Manchester City. That game was a very good game. I think in that game resulted in like 36 shots. So with that being said, I think it was a very good game because both teams, they were playing very good. But Inter Milan, I think they picked up the Real Madrid strategy, which is capitalizing from the counter-attacks. As you all know, that Manchester City is a very dominating team. What do you think of that game?
Now I feel like before the game, I feel like the coach, Inter Milan coach, I feel like they studied Manchester City structure, how Manchester City play, how, like actually the idea of Pep Guardiola structure the players, how we play his players. So I feel like the formation in Inter Milan, I feel like it's proper. It was proper. I think it was 4-3-4-2-1 if I'm not mistaken there. So most of the players, they were at the middle, at the center, trying to cover the ball, and there were only one striker, which is Thuram.
I think with that being said, Inter Milan they were playing as if like they were settling for a draw, because in the last minutes, as you saw, that Manchester City and Gundogan, they were creating many chances. Inter Milan was not attacking at all, even though the goalkeeper had the ball. He didn't like want to like keep it out so that many players can move to the front and attack.
I feel like it's normal. Imagine if you're dropping all points at last minute.
But settling for a draw,
it's better for them. It's better because we all know Manchester City is a big team, and many teams are afraid of Manchester City.
So that means
at Etihad.
That means we are the best team in the world.
Not really.
With that being said, because the last time Manchester City lost at the Etihad, a full 90 minutes game, was back in 2022 on the 20th of November. Still remember the day we were playing against Brentford. So with that being said, Manchester City, I think we still have a good chance of winning the UEFA Champions League. And also today we have a game against us. We have we have Arsenal versus Atalanta, and also Arsenal has to play against Manchester City this coming weekend. What do you think of
I feel like, let me start by Arsenal. I feel like for Arsenal it's going to be a tough month, a tough week. Actually, like this month Arsenal faced Tottenham at first. They're going to face Atalanta and Manchester City. I feel like it's going to be a tough month for Arsenal.
It was a tough month. Yes. They also play against Aston Villa, but they managed to win.
Yes, they managed to win. So it's good for Arteta. It's good for the board. It's good. Let's go and focus on the game against Arsenal and Atlanta. Atlanta is the best team currently. It's the best. Even last season it was the best team. They managed to win Uefa. It's not Champions League. Uefa European League. They managed to beat Bayer Leverkusen.
With that being said, I think Atalanta, they can capitalize from the fact that Arsenal is exposed to injuries. As we all know that Martin Odegaard is suffering an injury which will then last for like maybe 2 to 3 months. So with that being said, I think they can use that to their advantage. As we all know that Odegaard is Arsenal's Kevin De Bruyne. So with that being said, I don't think many Arsenal players will likely be exposed to hitting shots on target. As we all know that Odegaard is the one actually responsible for creating many chances. As we also can agree that his FIFA rating also proves that he's the most highly rated Arsenal player in the.
But I don't think Arsenal will drop a point against Atalanta, even though we don't have Odegaard. Remember from previous match, Arsenal against Tottenham, even Odegaard was not there, even Declan Rice was not there, but we managed to go there and grab 3 points.
Yeah, I think you can also capitalize from the fact that we have a very good player like Jorginho, who was a very critical player for Chelsea in 2021 against Manchester City in that final. So Jorginho, I think Mikel Arteta, if he manages to use Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Jorginho in the midfield, and Saka, they can capitalize from that.
So overall, I can say Arsenal is going to win by 1-0.
My prediction is that Atalanta is settling for a draw. I think Atalanta will manage to pressurize Arsenal into settling for a draw.